Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So it's Saturday evening, and Saturdays are market days for us. And market days are pretty daggone important because market days are payday. Right now we do 3 markets per week. We do a market on Tuesday, a real small market in the center of a pretty sizable town close to us. We do a market on Friday evenings out to the west in a pretty affluent neighborhood, and then we do a market on Saturday mornings at downtown High Point, which is about 25 minutes away from the farm. All of them are pretty convenient to get to, and all of them we do pretty well at. So, done a little bit of footage this morning of us setting up, talking about exactly what our setup looks like, some things that we've done to try to make our setup profitable for us. So let's show a little bit of that footage right now, us setting up, talking a little bit about our setup, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the numbers and how we done. We had a decent day today. It was an off week for us because we didn't get to do the Tuesday market, and we also didn't get to do the Friday night market because of weather. We've had just a ton of rain around here. It's been a wet, mucky, nasty, awful week. So let's show a little bit of the market setup, what we do there. We'll come back, talk about the numbers, and let's see how we done. So hang around for a little while and let's talk about the farmer's market. Okay, so we're set up, ready to go. A couple of features that we really try to pay attention to is, first off, let's go over here. First off, we've got the farm sign, website, phone number, overall kind of an overview of what we have. Beef, lamb, pork, and poultry. And again, that just changes based on availability week to week, and especially during the whole virus, we've had a lot of trouble with processing dates and keeping some stuff in stock, and also just demand. Chicken's gone really quick, so we do have a lot of chicken today. So we're hoping for a good day today. Another feature, picked this up idea from Ben Grimes, Dawnbreaker Farms. We got a sign that specifically says meat market. That way when people come by, they know exactly what we've got. We've got meat. So if you're here looking for vegetables or flowers or crafts or whatever the case might be, we're not your people. But if you're here looking for meat, we're the ones to stop in and see. Now, something else we had done this year that's new, we had these cooler signs made, and these are metal signs, and each one of the labels on here is magnetic, so we can take it off, put it on, and change these around. So in the morning when we're prepping and packing coolers, we just pack the cooler what makes sense. Then we get here, we got the labels, we just put the labels on. We don't have to print out printed signs and mess with that, so it really makes us a lot more efficient in the morning when we're getting ready to come in. So just an idea, if you've got a sign maker around, this ended up, all these signs, we've got 7 or 8 of the cooler signs, and then there's like 72 of the little magnetic deals. I think we spent about $300 on that, but it is well worth it. It looks good, it looks nice. No question about what's in the coolers. People can walk up, they can look really quick. see exactly what's in there, and they can come up and say, hey, can you show me a whole chicken? So they know exactly where it's at, and they know exactly what we've got. Got a chip clip for our jerky. One of the problems we were having with jerky was it was just laying flat on the table. People were missing it. So we did get a chip clip for that. Stands it up nice and tall. People can see that it's available for sale. A couple items that we've got that are in coolers in the back, we just use little chalkboard signs for that, and that seems to work pretty good. Honey, put out plenty of honey so folks can see it. Still get a lot of questions. Is that maple syrup? No, it's honey. So honey's a good seller. First year honey's really what got us through the market. And then we've got a couple of honey dispensers. We picked these up on Amazon for about 10 bucks. I think we sell them for 10 or 15 bucks. We don't make any money on them, but folks really like them, and it's just an extra add-on item for folks that are interested in buying honey. Eggs. I tried to do a nice big egg display. Folks can see the eggs. We put plenty of eggs out. Depending week to week on how many markets we end up getting to, how the chickens are doing, how many folks we have to stop by the house, we'll kind of determine how many eggs we've got for sale, but we usually put as many out as we can. So we've got a nice big egg display. Another thing that we've done intentionally is colors. So coolers, red and white, tablecloths, red and white. Great big tent, red and white. So kind of try to keep all the colors together, creates a theme, also creates a memorable experience for the customer. And every week we try to set our coolers up just the same, try to set the tables up just the same. We want folks to be able to come back, know where stuff is, be able to ask for it quick, get in and out quick if they want to, lots of opportunity to stand around and talk if they want to. So we really try to create that consistent experience for our customers from week to week. And it's paid off. It does really well. One other thing on the tent, I'll say, we elected to go with 2 booth spaces instead of just one, because we want people to come in and we want them to see that big tent, and we want them to wonder what's under that thing, so they'll come over and check us out. And this type of marketing, this type of selling, it's relationship. Farmers markets are relationship marketing. You develop one-on-one individual relationships with people, with customers. You make a lot of friends. Sandra and I have talked on a number of occasions. The hardest part about wintertime is not going to the market and seeing everybody, because we've just made so many friends out here, and so many folks that we appreciate not only their business, we appreciate their friendship. So. But anyway, we're set up. It's not sure what time it is. Market should be starting here about 30 minutes or so. We always get here real early, so we've got plenty of time to set up, tweak, make changes. If we need to run back to the house, 20 minutes back to the house, so we can run back to the farm, pick something up if we need to. So we're set, ready to go. It's Memorial Day weekend, so we're hoping for a big day. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's some footage on our market day setup, interaction with some customers, and like I mentioned early on in the setup piece, during the off months when we're not at market, we really miss customers. We've made a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances there that just come back and see us every week, and so we really miss those folks whenever we don't get to interact with them on a week-to-week basis. One thing that I didn't mention in the setup piece was how we take payment. We do utilize the Square, sure a lot of folks have seen that. I'll post a link to the Square website down below. But with the Square, you can take credit card payments, debit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, super easy. You know, if you're a market vendor, you really need to make it easy for your customers to spend money with you. We always offer, just about every customer that comes up, we offer to take the card for them so that they can save their cash for other vendors. That's helping your fellow vendors out too. Some vendors out there, you know, they just decide they don't want to fool with credit cards and that kind of thing, and that's perfectly fine. So we encourage folks, if they want to utilize a card, we're glad to take a card so they can save that cash and spend it with the other vendors on site. So if you're vending, you're selling in a market, again, make it easy for your customers to buy with you. You don't want to make it difficult. Another thing real quick, while we were at the market today, we met another YouTuber, JP Lawns and More. I'll post a link to his channel down below, or if the thing will let me, I'll put a card up top. Super fun guy. He's doing gold prospecting here in North Carolina, doing some yard stuff, doing some tractor stuff. Super nice guy. He and his wife stopped by. I'm assuming it's his wife, significant other. They stopped by the booth today. We talked a little beef, talked a little cows, talked some pigs, talked some YouTube. So if you get a chance and you'd like to go over and check out JP's channel, JP Lawns and More. And again, I'll post a link to his channel down below. So for the day, we'll go over some big numbers. Not going to get real specific on dollar figures for a couple different reasons, but overall today we had a decent day. Again, market day is that's our payday, so we've got to capitalize on market day as much as we can. 52 sales today, so we did have quite a bit of foot traffic. Even though the foot traffic was down, there weren't a lot of people at the market. Folks that were there to shop and there to buy. So we did do 52 transactions today. Transactions were a little bit north of 17 bucks. So you can do the math there if you'd like. We done, speaking of card versus cash, 53% of our sales today, over half, were with a card or Apple Pay. So 53% of our transactions today were card transactions. 47% were cash. And you know, people do tend to spend a little bit more money with a card. That's just the way it goes. And we'll pay about 15 bucks in fees, but that's all business expense that we expense off at the end of the year. Top item today, chicken eggs. We sold 26 dozen eggs simply because we hadn't had other markets this week. Eggs are a hot item. Like I'd said in another video, you got to have eggs. If you're a farm, you just got to have eggs. So eggs done really well today. We did have chicken back in stock. Processed 57 chickens last week. I'll post a link to that video up top of our chicken processing setup. We done 57 chickens. So we done 8 packs of chicken breast today, 7 packs of leg quarters. Poultry was the #1 item for the day. We done 49 poultry items. That does include packaged chicken as well as eggs. And then pork was close behind. We sold 31 pork items today. So, you know, good day for the market for us. Not as good as we'd like, but certainly worth getting up and going. And you know, again, relationship marketing. We do a lot of education. It's easy to buy, you know, $1, $2 tomato. It's a different commitment whenever you're paying 11 bucks for a pack of chicken. So we do like to take time, educate folks on how we're raising animals, what we're doing out here at the farm, how you know, how our animals and how our process here, how everything is integrated. And it just makes sense whenever you do that kind of thing. So, but anyway, appreciate y'all watching. If you've not clicked that subscribe button, please hit subscribe, follow along with us. We got a lot of different stuff going on, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.